Where'd you grow up?
South Central Los Angeles, United States of America.
Is that Watts or?
No, it's like South Central, Watts is in South Central Los Angeles. South Central Los Angeles is made up of a whole bunch of little cities, you know, so it's Watts, Compton, Inglewood, and, you know, all that makes up South Central Los Angeles, yeah.
So what was your family situation like?
Well, I had a mother and father there, you know. My father was real strict on, he didn't want me to get in trouble, so he was like real tight on me, you know. But I used to do little things, but I always had to answer to him, so I didn't really get drastic, you know, as far as going to prison or nothing like that. And you wasn't cool if you went to prison, so, you know, I respected him more than I respected my friends, so, you know, I chose to just try to stay out of trouble.
So he had a big influence on you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he brought on the bacon. He was my hero, you know, not Superman or Batman or none of those clowns. He's more or less my father, you know, because he brought on the bacon, you know, he paid the bills. He made sure I had a roof on my head and clothes on my back, you know, so my father was number one.
What did he do?
At first he worked in a steel factory. You know, now he does the groundkeepings at a university, so, you know.
So he still works?
Yeah, most definitely.
Huh.
He don't want to stop working.
What did he want you to become?
Whatever I wanted to be, you know. He didn't put no pressure on me, you know, he wanted me to finish school. That was number one. But he didn't put pressure on me as far as he wanted me to be like in his field or anything like that. It was like, you know, he told me whatever I want to do, just be the best at it. So, you know, when I told him I wanted to be a rapper, he was like, long as you be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can take care of yourself doing it, you know, it's cool.
What was the situation like in the neighborhood where you were living? I mean, you said you didn't get into trouble, but...
I didn't say I didn't get into trouble, I just never got caught. That's what I'm saying.
What did you do then?
Well, I mean, what I did was like basically what a lot of teenagers do, just hang out. And when you hang out too long, you always find something to get into, legal or illegal, you know what I mean? If there wasn't no girls around, it's like, yo, let's find a way to get some money. That's why we knew how was the, you know, I'm a master at breaking into cars, you know what I mean, and stealing the radio out the cars and selling them. You know, that's what I used to do all the time, you know. Friends like stand around, drink beer, hang out, and, you know, when I saw a lot of my friends going to the penitentiary, you know, I didn't want to do that, so I just veered off away from that, started playing sports, you know, got into rapping and started doing that, you know, so, you know, everything was cool. My friend I had a friend that just died before I came out. Well, he was killed before I came to Europe, you know, and I couldn't even go to his funeral because I had to come out here, you know what I mean? So that's just another one of my friends who's on the dead homie list, you know, so.
How did he die?
Some guys came by and shot him in his car.
Another gang war thing.
Yeah, I guess it was gang affiliated, you know, it had to be, because that's the only reason they would do something like that. You know?
Yeah. And the gang wars are about drugs mainly, or what? Or...
It's about money, it's about, it's like a rivalry thing, you know what I mean? It's about stuff that happened in the past. It's all kind of things tied up, you know. At first it was just fist fight, you know. You see a guy and you fight him. Now it's more or less the guns and the drugs came into the picture, and you know, now it's real out of hand, you know. So what I'm trying to do with my records is like hold a mirror up to my community, show them what we're doing, and hopefully we can change it, you know.
Because your records could also be interpreted as sort of glorifying that criminal youth thing.
But the people that say I'm glorifying are the people that don't understand and don't identify with what I'm trying to do. Or the people that don't come talk to me and ask me what I'm doing, you know. Ain't nothing cool about going to prison. Ain't nothing cool about being gang banging, you know. That's just like small time. It's time for us to start being big time, start thinking with our mind instead of our fists and our guns.
On in the black neighborhoods, say they did.
Yeah, well, they don't care. I mean, it's just like if I was a policeman in this country. I don't live here, so it's like, you know. I mean, if violence happened, I'd do my job, but I wouldn't really get involved to where I might get hurt or anything, you know what I'm saying? But if I lived here, say I lived right there, I would patrol this area. Like, I wouldn't want nothing to happen because that's where I live. Same place. They put these white officers in black neighborhoods who don't care about the people or the neighborhood, so they can care less what really happens. You know, it's a whole racial atmosphere. the whole atmosphere of the government. And when people like Minister Louis Farrakhan and Paris and Chuck D call white men devils, it's not the white man next door because he might be cool with you. It's the whole atmosphere of the government, the white government. Yeah, I opposed the war as long as it was going on. You know, I spoke about it. I spoke to a lot of black parents to tell Uncle Sam, no, you cannot have my babies, to take over there and die in the sands of Saudi Arabia.
So what did those parents say when you went to talk to them?
Well, see, some of them are into them old views where they don't understand exactly what I'm saying. They don't see they see that, you know, I'm a militant young man with a lot to say, but they don't, you know, they've been brainwashed so much by the government, by television, by people talking to them that they can't see. If you tell my grandmother that Jesus was a black man, she'll look at you crazy because in the church it's white, blue eyes, and you know what I mean. But the Bible says he had fiery eyes and hair of wool. You know what I'm saying? That's a black man. Look around. You know what I mean?
Do you think that in a way people like you, Paris, Public Enemy, have come in the place of the Black Panthers, or is there still something like a political movement too?
Well, it's really the only political movement is the Nation of Islam, you know, and that's really a spiritual movement. You know, that's really turning a lot of black kids onto Islam and the Muslim religion. You know, as far as the movement now is just the rappers. We're the movement, and we're spreading. You know, we're starting to tell black kids to love themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't love yourself, how you gonna love others? You know, so that's our object, is to get some kind of pride going. You know what I'm saying? Where the black man proud of himself.
To be in Europe now and talk about the things that you talk about in your raps to an audience that maybe cannot relate to all those things.
Well, see, I mean, they might not can't relate to the situations that I always bring up, but they can relate to the struggle. You know, there's rebel in all these kids. They see there's some problems out here, and they see that Ice Cube has the attitude and the tone to say something about it. So maybe that in the future, you hear rap records from this country, and you hear them saying something about the situation in this country.